Hello everybody and welcome back to our Chelsea career mode here on FIFA 16. This is episode number 14 in our series, and the last episode was absolutely mental. We had an insane game against Roma and an equally insane game against Tottenham. And yeah, if you guys didn't see that video, remember to go check it out because it was absolutely probably my favorite episode to record in this series. And yeah, we're jumping straight into this episode. We have Bournemouth and we have the last Champions League game of the group against Lisbon. So I'm going to go with a pretty tough team here against Bournemouth because I've been struggling in the Premier League, as you guys have seen. It's been all draws. So we need to get some wins in the Premier League. And so the Champions League game, we already have guaranteed top spot in the group, in our group in the Champions League. So I'm not super bothered about the Champions League, so I'm going to play a really weak team in that game. But we're going to go straight into this game with an absolute insane team. So let's go and let's get a win. Alright, so we're at the bridge here. And Bournemouth are a pretty weak team in the Premier League in the game, so I'm hoping for 3 points here. It's a big opportunity for us because if you guys actually did go back and watch the Spurs game, you guys will see that I did have most of the opportunity. I did say that Spurs were playing pretty well, but we did have most of the opportunities there, and the shots ended up being 6-1 off target, 6-1 on target. So they had 1 shot, 1 goal, and we had 6 and 1 goal. And you guys can see we definitely deserved to win that game, but we got mugged off there by Vorm and the defenders as well, doing a great job. But this game we need to get 3 points to get back into the title chase here. So let's get in this game and let's get 3 points. And we're gonna keep the ball going. And Oscar is going to actually mug off one. He's going to be able to drive into the box. He's going to be able to cut inside. Oscar with a shot. Great block, and Bournemouth able to play away. Very calm defending from Bournemouth there. And a good opportunity for us early on here. And it's Oscar with a great run, Oscar. He's been absolutely impressive for me in these opening games here in this series, in these last few. And just showing that attitude. Willian, though, making a great run across the middle. Willian tries to cut into the middle, tries to cut through them and just try and get that shot away, but the computer doesn't really fall for that kind of stuff, do you? That Willian can find a run in behind here. That's exactly the run I wanted him to make. We're going to be able to cut by the defenders. Willian with the shot! Great save from Artur Buric. But again, we're just dominating the game, but we just can't put the ball in the back of the net. But a good beginning here from us. And we already have the ball back here. And Bournemouth, who actually won this game in real life in absolutely insane fashion. I want to win this really badly here. Baba Rahman over to Willian. Can Willian do something here to get by them? Again, they've just got so many players behind the ball. And around the corner here. Can we do something? He's got really clumsy feet, Nemanja Matic, doesn't he? Oscar into... Oh, it wasn't the ball I wanted to play. Baba Rahman doing really well to win that back. And we're going to be able to play Eden Hazard, who's exactly the player I want on the ball. And it's a great save again by Artur Buric. And it's been all us in this first half. And like I said earlier, it just gets a little bit frustrating when you have all of this possession, all of the attack, and it's just been the great header, another good block from the Bournemouth defense, and Kurt Zouma all alone there. And we're going to be able to play this in dangerously. Willian's going to just drive by one here. Gets by one. Cutting down. Going to drive down here. Willian with a shot. And he's been defended again. And it's been all us again. And at halftime, 0-0. And the frustration continues for goals here. I'm going to actually bring on Radamel Falcao. And we're going to go into the second half and hopefully get some goals. And we can play Falcao into a dangerous area for Falcao. He can score from there, and no, he can't. Another save from Buric. Oh my! I'm gonna lose myself here. I'm gonna actually put this ball into the box because this is getting a bit out of hand here. We gotta get. I've got players who can head this ball, so we're gonna put it into the box dangerously. Fabregas into towards Buric again. He just runs through everyone and gets to the ball. Buric. Oh, I can't score in this game for some reason. The ball. Because he's a player, he's a game changer. Here comes Eden Hazard. Taking his time here, trying to see something. Plays it into the middle, and it's going to be defended, and it's going to be a 0-0 draw, and I'm going to rip my own hair out. Oh my goodness gracious, this is ridiculous. Oh, I'm going to show you guys the stats, because it's out of hand. Buric with some insane saves, but look at those stats. 4 shots on target, no goals. Absolutely ridiculous stuff, but let's get in the second game. We have a Champions League game against Lisbon. and let's go. Alright guys, so welcome back here. We're going to be playing a really weak side in this game against Sporting Lisbon, because Lisbon only have 1 point at the very bottom, and the closest team to us is on 7 points, and we have 13. So yeah, so I think Roma's on the 7 points, Sevilla is on 6. So it's the battle between in that game that's going to decide who goes through the group with us in second place. But yeah, let's get into this game and let's get a big, well, hopefully get a win with this team. That'll be absolutely amazing. So let's go. Guys, here we are at Stamford Bridge for the final group game in the Champions League against Sporting Lisbon, Portugal. And a big game for us. I mean, it's interesting. This is a game I've actually really looked forward to. The only reason I was actually going to do a post-com for this video, but for this game especially, I wanted to play it live, so you guys can kind of see how I like the different players I'm going to be playing with in the team. As you guys can see, there is the group, the table, and yeah, so I actually really just wanted to see how I like these different players. Begovic is in goal. Cahill is for some reason starting. I don't know why I put Cahill in the first team. I should have put somebody else. I should have rotated that a little bit. But anyways, we got Pato and Slimani in the first team. So it doesn't matter for either of these teams. We're just playing for kind of pride at this point. So let's go and let's get a win. Oh, these guys just feel really... Bertrand Traore playing the ball in there, and a shot early on from Kennedy, and it's a good save. Kennedy, who's actually featured quite a bit in the first team. Give him the go in the first team here today, because he isn't one of my natural starting players, but he has featured quite a bit in this career mode so far, Kennedy. I've really liked him, and that's going to be our ball, it looks like, and just stay in your net. Begovic, what are you doing? Begovic. I mean, that's probably why Begovic isn't starting at this point in time, but yeah, a little bit concerning things there. Ivanovic playing as well, and already the ball dangerously into our box, and Miazga is kind of his first go in the team for us. And this is going to be Ola Aina's. Oh my, Begovic showing why he should be in the team, with some insane saves there after a pretty poor opening bit where he just did absolutely everything I didn't really want him to do, and that is out of play for the goal kick. Traore, who's going to try and go around this guy. He's just sliding all over the place. And I'm going to actually play John Obi Mikel, who's going to play it in towards Loftus-Cheek. Loftus-Cheek is in the box. Loftus-Cheek can turn. No, he can't. Loftus-Cheek. I don't know what I really want to do with Loftus-Cheek here. He's going to actually drive into the box. Turns his man Bertrand Traore with the shot. Pato with the rebound. It's 1-0 Chelsea. And in a game where we're playing a basically reserve team, I'm able to find the back of the net here. And it's 1-0, and it's Alexander Pato trying to prove to me that he does deserve a spot in the first team. Everybody in this game is kind of fighting for a first team spot, but Pato with an absolute instinct finish to make it 1-0 here. And for us, this is actually huge, because this is a really weak team, so let's go and let's get a win. He's a player that really commands the midfield. Loftus-Cheek around the corner for Palmer here. Plays the ball, and it's going to be a corner kick here to end the first half, and chances here for us to get on the score sheet. Gonna call it short here for Casey Palmer, who did pretty good on the first attempt. I'm gonna swing this ball in dangerously, and it's gonna be cleared there as well. So now Lisbon can break. No, they can. It's halftime, and 1-0 at halftime, and a big goal from Alexander Pato. In a game when we're playing a pretty weak side, we are definitely in control. I'm not sure if Lisbon are playing a weak side or not, but right now Roma is going into the second round with us, because they're 1-0 up on Sevilla. Roma need a win or a draw, and Sevilla need a win. So let's get into the second half here, and let's put this game to bed. Fortunes change here later on in this game. Carrillo. Oh, that's a great ball in, and an absolute gorgeous opportunity for Lisbon to get on the score sheet, and he's kind of messed that one up, to be completely honest. It was a good opportunity, and I mean, there was no way Begovic was going to make that save, so a little bit of disappointment there from Lisbon. They should be trying to get on the goal sheet there. I'm not going to complain, but Kennedy, just Obi Mikel, and we're going to put Kennedy through here. Kennedy's going to cut in by 1, by 2. He's going to be able to strike this one low, and it's a good save from Rui Patricio. And not much power behind it, though, from Kennedy, but it was a good run from Kennedy. I mean, I like what I'm seeing from him already. And Ruben Loftus-Cheek, another player who could be in the first team as well. And look at this. John Obi Mikel finds himself going towards goal. And John Obi Mikel with the shot. He's not going to score, is he? John Obi Mikel, he doesn't score too many goals. But it was a good opportunity. It was a great play, though, from us. And now we can be broken open here. Miazga doing absolutely everything right. I'm pretty, oh yeah. This is Bertrand Traore's got an opportunity. A golden opportunity for Bertrand Traore to make it his first Chelsea goal. And he's messed it up here in the game. What a horrible finish that was. He had all the time in the world, my 19-year-old striker, and he's done everything you could possibly do wrong. And Miazga doing absolutely everything you can do right as a center back there. And I mean, another player I've been really impressed with. Bertrand Traore, I'm going to give him another chance here. It's going to be too far from Patricio. He's going to win that. And that's going to be full time here in a big 1-0 win. Kind of surprising 1-0 win for me, because I didn't expect to win that game 1-0, but I was really impressed with some of the players. But actually, guys, what we're going to do, we're going to actually continue this episode. And I'm actually going to show you guys the, I'm going to show you guys the squad report, see how much some players have grown and how others have not grown. Alexander Pato with the goal to win the game. And I'm going to show you guys, what else am I going to show you? The tables, I guess I can show you guys as well. So let's get into that, guys, and I'll be right back. Alright, guys, so here we are with the squad report. And we're going to, I actually have my other team still chosen. So I'm actually going to go through this and kind of just tell you what I thought of each player from that last game, because I did get to play the whole game with them. And so, yeah, Asmir Begovic, I mean, he made one really stupid error. I don't know if I'm going to add it into the video or not, but he was pretty all over the place, and but he did do pretty good. I mean, he kept a clean sheet. He made saves when he needed to. He was pretty solid, and he hasn't grown or anything. His stats aren't going up or anything, so he's kind of just staying the same at 28 years of age. Ola Aina, he's gone up by 2. He's been, I mean, I was really impressed with him in that game. He's only 19 years of age. So he's got some decent potential here. Look at him just growing like crazy. He's got really good sprint speed. He's a really good right back in general. Gary Cahill, he's been in terrible form this season. Isn't growing, but I mean, I think Gary Cahill's been pretty fine to me. This Matt Miazga guy, +3 overall. He went from 72 to 75, and look at the growth from him. He's absolutely insane. This was one guy for me who stood out in that game. He was absolutely fantastic. He's got like enough sprint speed to be a really solid defender. He would win stuff in the air. I was really impressed with him. So he was a good signing by Chelsea in real life if he performs like he does in the game. Ivanovic actually going up by 1. He's in bad form, but he has gone up by 1, and yeah, his stats look really good. He's been an alright player for me this season. He's kind of fallen behind Baba Rahman in my pecking order there, but he's been alright this season. He's a good fill-in player. In real life, I think he's absolutely fantastic. But yeah, let's get on to the next player, who's Ruben Loftus-Cheek, who's gone up by 4, only 19 years of age. This guy can dominate a midfield. In my opinion, he's been absolutely fantastic. He was great in that last game. He made a few little mistakes, I thought, but I mean, it's hard to be a center midfielder, and I know that I am a center midfielder myself. And yeah, but look at his stats just going up like crazy. And yeah, he's absolutely fantastic. John Obi Mikel, again, a very solid player. Missed a breakaway in the game, but I'm not too worried about that. He's a defensive mid. I don't expect him to be scoring breakaways. And yeah, I thought he was really good in that game. He's a solid kind of rotation player. Casey Palmer, another player I was really happy with in that game. I played him at right mid, actually, so I played him out of position. But he can play right mid, and I thought he was fantastic there as well. He's grown up by 1. Kennedy, another player who's been absolutely fantastic for me in this career mode so far. +3 for him, and look at his stats all going up. Again, fantastic player, just played absolutely fantastic in that game. Pato has been just a great player in general. You guys have seen him quite a bit in this series, doing some good things. Bertrand Traore, I'm a little bit bummed he didn't score that breakaway. I thought that would have been a great moment for him and for me anyway, for such a young player of the team. 20 years of age, he's definitely the future of our strikers, definitely. So hopefully he'll start putting him in the net a little bit more regularly. Diego Costa, for me, he hasn't done as much as I would have liked. He's done 24 appearances this season, only 5 goals. So, I mean, I'm not overly impressed with him. If we can compare him to Pato, Pato's got 4 and 11. So, I mean, not a great season from Diego Costa so far in our career mode. So Falcao has gotten 2 goals in only 6 games. So Falcao is doing quite a bit right. He didn't score that penalty though in that game, but he did was the creator behind the Pedro goal to win against Roma in a few episodes ago. Kurzuma, again, absolutely fantastic, solid player. 8 clean sheets with him playing, so he's been absolutely great. Courtois, I mean, you don't really have to say much about him. Matic, again, he's been my savage of the series. He's been absolutely insane. Eden Hazard, I mean, he started off really slow in my books. I didn't really enjoy using him, but he's really grown on me. I think he's one of my favorite players to actually use in this series. Willian as well has been absolutely great. This Tammy Abraham guy, I haven't even used him, so I don't really know how he is. This Bradley Collins guy, I should put these guys out on loan. Houghton, I used in the American Challenge Cup. He was great for me there. Davey, I haven't used. Rahman has been absolutely amazing since I started using him. Is he growing? He is growing a little bit, but I would like his overall to be going up a little bit more. Blackman, I haven't really used him either, but he is growing. But I mean, I don't think this is a player we're going to see much use in the series with. Masonda, again, 21 years of age, 21, 58 overall isn't really good enough. I'm probably going to be looking to move him on. This Furres guy, I mean, he's possible. It is possible that we'll see him playing for us. Sergio Busquets, again, great signing. 72 million, a lot for him, but he has done quite a bit for us. He's gotten a few assists this season, no goals. Pedro, it says he's in bad form, Pedro, but I don't really think so. I think he's been absolutely fantastic in this series as well. I've really enjoyed him. Oscar has been, Oscar just recently has become one of my favorite players. In only 20 appearances, he's got 2 goals, 5 assists. He's a creator, Oscar. He's doing quite a bit for us in the midfield. Aspilicueta, again, really solid player. John Terry, I mean, just for the comedy, like, I mean, I really like John Terry. He's one of my favorite players ever. Yeah, I mean, I can't really let him go. His contract's actually expiring pretty soon, so I'll have to re-sign him. But he is losing his stats. His physical is going down. Look at that sprint speed. Some Mertesacker-esque stuff there. Cesc Fabregas, again, another really solid player. I've really enjoyed him. This Amelia guy, I don't really think he's ever going to play. I mean, even for Chelsea in real life. And here's some of our loan players. We've got Victor Moses at West Ham. He's doing pretty good there. Marco Marin hasn't even played a game in Trabzonspor. And then we've got Juan Cuadrado, who's a player I'm definitely going to use when he comes back to Chelsea. Dila Jabaji. Again, I don't know if he's a player I'm going to use. Van Ginkel, maybe. Callas, I would like to use, but he's only 73 overall and 22 years of age. He is growing though quite a bit, so we'll see. Lucas Piazon is probably a player I'm going to keep at Chelsea. Christian Atsu, maybe. Christensen, I actually really think Christensen's got some good potential in this game as well. He's definitely a player I'm not going to just sell off right away, because he could probably, for like the future of this series, he could be like the guy behind, kind of the reserve, or the backup defender for Miazga and, what's his name, Kurt Zuma, so that's pretty good. This guy, I've never even really seen him before, but he is decent, got really good, decent overall for his age. Nathan is a player I really want to use next season. I'm excited. This guy as well, pretty decent. And that is our whole team, so let's go over to the table and have a look at that. So as you guys can see, here is the Premier League table. We sit 5 points behind Arsenal here. Arsenal are actually on top of the league. Look at that. We've only got 6 wins, 9 draws, 0 losses, so we're doing really well here. And as you guys can see, yeah, we're only 5 points off the lead, but we're actually level on points with Stoke. And I mean, we haven't lost any games this season. We're the only team in the Premier League undefeated, but that 9 draws is not looking really good. We did win the Community Shield. I want to go back to the Premier League, and as you guys can see, not too many surprises there. Leicester City down in 12th, which is kind of sad, like I said earlier, that they're not as good in the game as they are in real life. But the biggest surprise is at the bottom of the league, we have Liverpool, who after 15 games, which is getting pretty close to halfway through the season, are on the bottom of the table. So I'm not a huge Liverpool fan, but I do not want to see them get relegated into career mode, because that's super unrealistic to me. And I mean, they should climb out relatively soon. But I mean, Norwich and Sunderland are fairly decent down there. Aston Villa sitting on 14 points, so they're doing all right. And if we go and have a look towards the Champions League, we haven't even started. The Capital One Cup, we got knocked out by Stoke 1-0. Stoke still have to play Liverpool, so that's kind of who's left. The two Manchesters, the Manchester Derby will take place over there. And Bayern Munich won the American Cup International, so we actually have Galatasaray in our next Champions League game, so in our first knockout stage. So there's not, I'm not super worried about that game. It's more the next round after that. So there's some big games though. As you guys can see, there's Juventus and Arsenal. They're going to be facing off. Manchester City Basel is going to be a pretty good one. PSG and Real Madrid is definitely the biggest game to watch. Or I guess Arsenal Juventus, pretty even there. But I do think that the Madrid-Paris game is probably the biggest one to watch in the next round. So hopefully we'll get through this next round, and I guess we'll actually be up against Bayern Munich, which would not be very good. Hopefully, yeah, so hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode, and hopefully we can go on to the next round of the Champions League when it does come towards us. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching this episode, and until next time, take care.